and welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, this time around in English as you may already have noticed. And today we are going to have a look at 3 different games again, which will be Betano Fun, Funland and Color Bump Road. And I'm as always going to use a mouse, which is a Bluetooth mouse, in this case this small one here. I'm going to use the Foldable keyboard, which is this keyboard here, and it's Bluetooth enabled too. And I could use the Xbox One as a wireless controller for one of the games, but it's really not the best thing to do it with that, so I'm not going to do that and keep it at the side for this episode. Other than that, my name is Gerald, of course, as always, and as always, the Lumia 950 XL Windows 10 mobile smartphone is the one we are going to use here. It has a Mozo cover at the back, and it's connected by a USB-C to one of these display docks. You can see them at the side here. The display dock itself is more or less a USB-C hub, which is connected to the TV in this case, and the TV is going to show us this desktop-like experience, which is of course created by the smartphone itself. And like that we have this desktop-like feeling, can use the mouse to navigate here and do stuff with it, and of course all the other things I already showed you. If you want to know more about that, please have a look at the corner up there. It's going to be there with a couple of different other videos where I'm going to talk about that more in depth, more or less. And other than that, I would say let's start with the first game. The first game is going to be Betano Fun. And Betano Fun, let's go to the all apps list here, and I'm going to go to Betano Fun. Okay, and for some reason or another, it takes a long time to load this game, but if it's loaded, then it's fun. So let's see what we can do in this game. Betano is of course the name of it, and as you can see, we have a couple of different options here. For instance, we can go in, press play, or better to say we don't have any options. We can press play, and then we are going to select one of the levels we want to play here. And what's going on here is more or less a little bit of a puzzle game. So you are going to select the parts here you want to place somewhere. And as you can see, the more or less white, gray, white, dark, blue, black and white, that's the right version for that, name or image here that is shown there is going to show you where to place all these different things. It's really not a hard game or something to do, especially since you can put all the different objects and stuff like that wherever you want, and just put them anywhere you want, so there's no penalty in putting something in the wrong place or something. It's really just to do a little bit of this, and as you can see, if you are placing it at more or less loosely right area somewhere, it's going to snap in place, and then you are going to have to get the next one. And it's pretty easy to do. As you can see, you're just going to select all the different things here, put them in the right place. It's something, for instance, for children too, so it's really easy to do. There are no images which are kinky or something, so it should all be pretty much workable, doable. Of course, it's about time, so be faster, then you get more money, or better to say better marks here. And after that, just click on the next one, and the next puzzle is going to be there. And as you can see, it's going to be, for some reason, more or less very popular games on smartphones. So for instance, this is this fruit slice game, and so on and so forth. And so it's going to be some of those images, more or less, you are going to have to place here, and this is more or less what the game is all about. Very easy to play. Betano is the name of it. Just try it out if you like something like this. It's really just to get rid of a little bit of time, I would say. And then let's go to the second game. The second game is called Funland, and Funland is much more sophisticated, I would say, or better to say, there's much more to do in this game. So first off, I'm going to start it at the all apps list again. There is Funland. I'm going to click on it, and let's see what that is all about. In the end, it's a Super Mario clone or something like that. In a nice way, I really like it. One thing that you have to have in mind is the target audience is not very old. So this could be played by someone who is, I would say, 5 years old or something, or even a little bit lower, and that would be fine for him or her. Just click on the play button here. Now, this is a little bit troublesome. It's not the game already or something. We are still in the menu, so I'm going to click on, let's say, the third level. The first 2 levels are really small levels, and yeah, in the end they're not fun, or not too much fun to play if you play them for the second or third time or something. But as you can see, this is the game. It's more or less, this is, let's say, Mario. It's not Mario, but in the end it's Mario. And as you can see, there are all the different options you already know about those games. One thing to be noticed here is that you can play it with the Xbox Managed controller, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's really hard to control it in a nice way. So I'm going to use the Foldable keyboard in this case. And what you are going to need is the WASD keys and J and K. J is for jumping and K is for shooting for some reason. But maybe kill or something, I'm not sure. In the end, you have to press those buttons. There are no other options for jump, for instance. You can't use the spacebar or something, which would be the better key if you ask me. But whatever, it's workable, it's doable, and it's a little fun game for that. I'm going to turn around a little, just to be able to see everything in a nicer way. And of course, we can get rid of the bar down below here. As you can see, there are a couple of different resources you're going to have here. So for instance, you have one that is more or less a live resource. So first off, you can do it 3 times with those hearts, which can be filled again with hearts you're going to find on the map. And there is this 2-time approach, which means that you have 2 lives more or less to play this. These are the coins you're going to collect here, which is a nice thing to do. I'm not sure what I can do with coins, but just collect them. Other than that, there are stars. Stars are going to help you to become invincible for a little bit of a time, but you have to have a couple of them. And there is this timer which is running, and this is how many shots you are going to be able to do here. So let's go and see. As you can see, one thing I don't like very much about this game, there would, yeah, in the end I would say, please give this game some kind of a faster version. Okay. Faster version to run here, which would be a nice thing, because it's really slippery in itself somehow. I'm not going to collect everything here. Just to let you know, if you are going to jump up and kill those bricks here, you should be very careful about it, otherwise you may not be able to overcome some of the obstacles which are going to be here. Other than that, as you can see, there are those tubes where the guys are going to come out and kill you if you are going to more or less jump into them. And other than that, you can shoot. This is the shooting part there. And this is just a save point more or less, so nothing bad or something. And there is one of those parts. As you can see, we are now invincible, can run through and, for instance, get rid of this little hedgehog. I'm not sure how to kill him. Maybe with a shot from my fireballs or whatever that is. That might kill him too, I'm not sure, but don't jump on him, that's going to give you trouble. And as you can see, we have the 3rd level already cleared. Interesting about this game, and of course we collected all the different stars we could. Then just click on the next one and we are going to go to the next one. One interesting thing I have to mention here is press the jump key for a couple of seconds and you are going to still rise and rise and rise up, and you're not going to be limited very much. In the end, of course, at some point he's not going to go up again, but you can really easily jump very high. As you can see, we just collected another life here, so if something is going to give us a headache, in future we are going to be able to die one more time. And yeah, most of the enemies can be killed by shooting on them, of course, but you can also try to, for instance, jump on them. That's in many situations helpful, not in all. As you can see, I'm not going to try it out with that guy who's there running around there. That one would be one that I would have to kill in another way. That one was a little bit cheeky. Okay, very good. A little bit sneaky here. But whatever. And as you can see, you have those hearts which are going to give you options to survive a little bit more or a little bit longer. So you can more or less hit the enemies 3 times in a row and that's still fine for you. Or better, 2 times in a row. Here is, for instance, another resource you're going to have to collect, which is of course a timer resource. Very important in some situations. In this, I think we could have done without it, but whatever. And in the end, this is more or less a game. A nice little jump and run. Not very hard to do or something, so you can really give it to children too, and they wouldn't be depressed or something or demotivated by it. So just try it out. I think it's a nice one if you like jump and runs and you are not expecting one of the hardest ones you can play or something, but more or less one of the very, very, very easy ones. Okay, so let's have a look at the last game in this episode. The last game in this episode is called Color Bump Road 3D Balls Rush. And the interesting part about this game is that you are going to have to more or less use physics to get rid of different obstacles for you. And the physics, of course, we're not talking about calculating something or so, but we're talking about collision stuff. And important thing about this is your ball, you're going to be a ball in this game, and your ball has a certain kind of color. So in this case, in most cases, I think it's a white one. And the important thing about this is that you are only allowed to more or less run against and collide with other white objects. So if you have, for instance, the magenta one there, that's going to kill you. So be very careful about that. And all you have to do is now just survive as long as you can, stage 2 in this case, and try to go through the things here. And you are just going to have to avoid all the obstacles which are not in the color that you are in. And this is more or less a game. You are going to play it with a finger or with your mouse in this case. I'm going to turn around. Yeah, and just to say it, it's a little bit hard to play. So let's see what's going on here. So touch to play, so I'm just clicking with my mouse. And now I'm just going to hold my mouse button down and I'm able to run around or through these different objects. And as you can see, we are not allowed to get in touch with one of the red ones. And the important thing about that is that you are going to use all the different white boxes, for instance, as a shield against other stuff. So that's very important that you're going to try to navigate in a way that all the different white boxes are going to push away, for instance, obstacles from in the red color from your way you're going to go there. And that's easy at the... Okay, very well done, my friend. Let's try it again. Pretty easy to do this at the start at least, but as you can see, it's not going... It's not going to be that easy after a while, because, for instance, you have to now move the big boxes here with very small boxes. And those small boxes are going to try to get away, out of the way and stuff like that, as you can see here. And let's try it this way around. Okay, that worked. This is going to be very hard. I'm not sure how to do that at the moment, but let's try it again. Yeah, and as you can see, I like the gameplay here. For some reason, it's really, really interesting to try to do this. and I didn't see this before neither. Okay, not hard enough, but this is a way to overcome that obstacle, I think. So let's try it one more time. I don't think there's a difference in going the right or the left way. The right or the left way. Okay, let's see what we can do here in this round. Maybe it's going to be a little, yeah, wasn't that bad, but not good enough. Let's try it one more time. As you can see, it's a little bit, yeah, first off hard to do, and other than that, you're going to be addicted about it a little bit, because it's really fun somehow. Okay, that would have been a nice one. I would just have to go out of the way a little bit more, but that would work here. Okay, that was the worst try. One more time. Just one more time. If I'm not going to make it this time, we are going to end this. You just don't have to watch me doing it over and over again. But as you can see, it's a little bit addictive. I really like the game somehow for that. And it's interesting to have a look at even, if you ask me. Okay, didn't work, doesn't matter. But as you can see, this is more or less a game. You're going to have to try to overcome those obstacles like that. And it's doable, but it's not that easy to play, so try it out if you like to. Interesting part about this is really all the physics, and that you have to more or less control all the different things which are all moving around in different ways and stuff like that. And so it's really an interesting little game for older people or younger people, doesn't matter. And yeah, just try it out. I think it's worth it. Okay, and other than that, I would say we are through the game, through the episode. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I hope you had a great day, have a great time. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, or do a comment down in the commentary section down below if you have anything to say. Other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, see you in the next episode, and bye.